Hi to all the students and parents once again. Welcome to the webinar for Study Medicine in Georgia. On behalf of the entire team of OneApply by Gyanberry, I would like to welcome you all for this webinar session. Thank you for joining us once again. This shows the interest and enthusiasm you have to get more information, learn more about Georgia, medicine in Georgia, and I am very hopeful and confident that before we end this session, I'm sure you will have a lot of information, takeaways from this session. So although we can see that a lot of students and parents are still joining in, but I would not want to, want you to wait for all the students and parents who have joined on time. So we will begin. Let me introduce myself. My name is Sukanya. I am the senior counselor at OneApply by Gyanberry. And along with me, I have Ms. Nikita and Ms. Shagufa as well. Who will be taking you through the slides with me, alongside with me, and also help me to answer all your questions as well. So let's begin for this webinar session. Before we get into Georgia, study medicine in Georgia, I would like to give you a brief introduction about OneApply by Gyanberry. I'm sure many of you are already registered with us, or maybe you have had a counseling session with us, or maybe you have gone through our website. Our mission at OneApply by Gyanberry is to make sure that your university admission process is faster and easier. We are a tech-enabled company, so we make sure that the entire journey from application to admission to your enrollment is very smooth and hassle-free. You don't have to worry about what documents are required, what is the application deadline. Everything will be taken care of by our expert team members. That's the reason we would want to ensure that after the session is done, you book a counseling session and you get in touch with us. About us, about OneApply, we have a network of 30 plus countries. We have been counseling students since last 10 to 11 years. So you can imagine the kind of expertise we have in the university admission process. We have counseled more than 15,000 plus students as of yet. We have free application services to almost around 4,000 plus universities in 15 plus countries. So to know more about what universities we have, which countries we cater to, please don't forget to get in touch with us. Apart from Georgia, we also have many other countries and universities as well. A common application portal. As I had mentioned, we are a tech-enabled company, and you can understand by this word called OneApply. That means you just have to click OneApply, one portal, and you have all the details about your application, about your admission status, about the universities. Everything will be there in application portal, which will be provided to you once you officially register with us. Now, coming to the recent university placement records, of course, if you go to our website, don't forget to go to our website once the session is done. If you have already been to our website, you can see so many placement records, you can go through them. But for specific to Georgia, since today we are referring to Georgia, you can see that we have, had students in the past for various universities in Georgia. So we have Roya, Alia, Meenakshi, who had gone through us previous years, and they're very happy, and they are also studying maybe in the second or the third year right now. Now, about Georgia. Georgia is situated in an intersection of Asia and Europe. Of course, I'm sure many of you are aware of Georgia as a tourist destination, but definitely you will be surprised to know that Georgia is a beautiful country and a place to study, a very well developed place to study with recognized degree, international recognized degree, and with very low tuition fees and affordable cost of living. So we will get onto it more in the next coming slides. As you can see, Georgia is, having the sharing the borders with Turkey, Armenia, Azerbaijan. So you can imagine the kind of countries you will be able to travel as well. And of course, Georgia, as I had mentioned, it's a tourist destination. So definitely you can, and it's a historical heritage center as well. So you can explore a lot of places in Georgia, and definitely you will not regret studying in Georgia. Now, coming to why study medicine in Georgia. Now, why Georgia, I have already explained you. Now, I will explain why you should think of choosing medicine in Georgia. It has high quality and globally recognized education system. So if you are wondering that whether my degree is well recognized, whether it is, why the tuition fees is so low in compared to any other country or university, it does not really affect on the recognition of the degree. The degrees are well recognized and it will be accepted worldwide. Of course, the cost of living is very low in comparison to, let's say, UK, European country, or USA. So definitely, if let's say budget is a constraint for you, and yet you want a very good degree, recognized degree, I would definitely suggest that you can, I can vouch for it that you will not regret having to choose Georgia as a destination, study destination for medicine program. Coming to affordable tuition fees, as I had mentioned, the tuition fees is very affordable. We'll get on the details of the tuition fees later, but tuition fees are affordable, whether you go for private universities or public universities. They are all recognized by the Ministry of Education in Georgia, yet with affordable tuition fees. Universities are recognized by NMC, WHO, and various other international medical governing bodies like AMEE, which is known as the Association for Medical Education in Europe, and also EUA, that is a European University Association. So you don't have to worry whether if I go to my home country or whether I want to study abroad, let's say UK, US, whether the degree will be recognized. Absolutely, yes, it will be recognized. So you do not have to worry about the recognition at all. Now, coming more reasons why you should choose medicine in Georgia. Introduction of numerous training programs in English, German, Russian, and French. Now, this is a very good opportunity for you to learn a language, and then you can go to these countries and complete your residency or start practicing as a doctor in those countries. So you can imagine, let's say, if you go to Germany, you want to do your residency in Germany, of course, you need to learn the German language. So these training programs will give you the opportunity to learn another language, and then you can easily go to those countries, and you don't have to again redo your studies and everything. You can just go, give your residency exam, state exam, and then start practicing over there. Participate in exchange mobility programs of Erasmus. So this is another very important reason. I am sure not many of you are aware of it. So there are a lot of universities which provide this exchange programs. Also, there are universities which provides USMD program, wherein the MD program is moduled in a way that your USMLE training step 1 and step 2 will be taken care of. So you don't have to worry, let's say your final destination of doing a residency or practicing, in USA, you don't have to worry about the training sessions of step 1 and step 2 of USMLE once again, once you have completed your 6 years. In the 6 years MD program itself, you will be trained for USMLE step 1 and step 2. So once you're done with 6 years, you can straight away go to US, give the USMLE licensing exam, and then start your PG or residency over there. Of course, as I had mentioned, it is a beautiful city, a beautiful country, and definitely you will enjoy. It's a peaceful, welcoming environment for international students. Now we are getting straight to the medical universities in Georgia, and the next slides will be very interesting for you as well. Stay tuned. We have universities. You can see we have plethora of universities. Let's say TSMU. We have Ivane, Ken Walker, University of Georgia, Caucasus, ALT, University, European University. So we have a combination of, you can see, public and private universities. So you can definitely come to us in one-on-one counseling session, and we can let you know the university details, the tuition fees, and which universities can be better fit for you depending on your academic credentials. Now, coming to the popular programs, of course, for medicine, the popular programs will be general medicine or dentistry programs. So I'm sure by now you already must have decided which program you want to go for. So for general medicine program, the duration is 6 years. The study plan is bifurcated in 2.5 years of basic medical studies, which is more of theoretical studies. Then it comes 2.5 years of clinical science, wherein you will be doing a combination of theory and practical knowledge, and 1 year of pre-diploma specialization, where you will be actually going to the hospital, working under the top-notch doctors and getting, experience of your lifetime experience, where you will be actually treating the patients as junior doctors. So this will definitely give you a hands-on experience of how you will feel when you are actually doctor and treating the patients. The tracks available for general medicine are normal MD, which is a European MD, and USMD, as I had mentioned, which is in combination of USMLE track as well. So MD is actually provided and given in all the universities, and USMD specifically, you will be able to take it from TSMU if you join TSMU or Ken Walker International University. For more information on these universities and the requirements, you can definitely get in touch with us. For dentistry program, duration is 5 years. Study plan is again bifurcated. You can see 1 to 2 years will be fundamental of medical and biological elements of dentistry, more towards the theory side of it. And then 3 to 5 years will be clinical practice with special training in pre and post clinical dentistry procedures. Because these are professional programs, so your practical knowledge is very, very important for you to have an understanding of how the whole profession is. That's the reason your clinical years are very important for you to have an understanding of how you will be, how treating patients are, what all things are very important for you to learn and understand when you are going through that whole process of being a doctor. Now, the next slides of admission requirements, the steps to register for medical universities. I would request my colleague, Ms. Nikita, to take over and take you through the next few slides.
Thank you so much, Sukanya, for such a nice and detailed presentation. So good afternoon, good evening, everyone. My name is Nikita, and I am a part of the admissions team. So once you officially register with us, I will also be one of your point of contacts. So I will be taking you through the steps that you can register for medical universities in Georgia. So firstly, we do the application to university. So what is application to the university? It is the pre-assessment. In the pre-assessment, we will inform the students on the universities that they are eligible to apply to. And once the student decides on the university that they want to go forward with, we will start the translation and legalization process of their high school documents. The entire process of translation and legalization is taken care of by us, by OneApply by Gyanberry. And the timeline for this is is, say, May to August. So moving forward, we have the provisional offer letter. So once the student receives the provisional offer letter, they will be invited for the interview by the university. The interview is an online interview, and the students can appear for the interview from the comfort of their homes. Once the interview is concluded and the students receive a positive admission decision, they will be receiving the invitation letter from the university, which means that the place is confirmed for the student in that university, and they can initiate the visa process and the travels to the country. So we have our dedicated visa department. So you can definitely get in touch with us, with our visa department, and they will be guiding you through all of your doubts or any queries that you might have. And finally, when the students arrive in the country, then the classes or the semester will be starting in October. Moving forward, I'll be taking you through the admission requirements. So these are some general admission requirements for the universities in Georgia. For specific university requirements or specific document requirements, once you officially register with us, all of the details will be available on OneApply, and we will be guiding you through everything. So admission requirements, the students are required to complete their high school before applying to the universities in Georgia. Even though we can do the pre-enrollment or the pre-assessment on the basis of the predicted grades, the student is required to complete their high school before the final application. There are certain universities who have a pre-required or prerequisite subject requirements. Those are physics, chemistry, and biology. And for some universities, maths can either be replaced with, say, physics or chemistry. We always recommend our students to maintain a 65% overall, as well as a 65% grade for each subject, to just make your mark sheets, your transcripts stronger in place to the universities. Moving forward, the students are required to appear for an interview. If you are someone who is looking for university options without an entrance exam, then Georgia is a very good option for you, because Georgian universities, they do not have an entrance exam. Their main focus is on interview. So students can definitely take into consideration Georgian universities in the upcoming years. If the student is not following the curriculum or their official mode of instruction is not English, then they can definitely they will be required to submit the IELTS score or TOEFL with a 5.5 band overall before applying to the universities. And for some universities, it is required for the Indian passport holders to complete their NEET and submit the results. For more details regarding this, I would request you to book a one-on-one counseling session, so we can tell you what all universities will require the NEET results for Indian passport holders. Now I will be taking you through the general document requirements. So please note that these are the general document requirements, and university-specific document requirements will only be available once you officially register with us. So passport copy, the student must have a valid expiration date of the passport copy. And as mentioned earlier, the student must submit the English language certificate or a letter from the school stating that the medium of instruction is English. Along with that, the student must also submit a passport size photograph of themselves and their high school transcripts, say grade 10, grade 11, and grade 12 mark sheets. If the student has completed their high school, when the student completes their high school, for British curriculum students, they are required to submit their final A-level certificate, and for IB curriculum students, they are required to submit their IB diploma. Along with that, the student might also be required to submit their CV and resume. For some universities, there might be a requirement for submitting the motivation letter. So a sample of which will be provided by us after the registration. So if the university you are applying for or registering for does require a motivation letter, we will definitely be guiding you through that as well. And for some universities, the students who are minors or who are below the age of 18, then they will be required to submit their birth certificate or power of attorney. This is just for the minor students. Moving forward, let's take a look at the tuition fee and the living expenses. As mentioned by Ms. Sukanya, Georgia is a very affordable country when it comes to living expenses as well as the tuition fee. So for public universities, we have two tracks, say general MD track and the USMD track. The tuition fee for general MD track is 8,000 USD annually, and USMD track is 13,500 USD. The only difference in the tuition fee range is because is because the USMD track is expensive because they train the students for the USMLE exam, which is not offered in the other course. Moving forward to dentistry, it will range between 8,000 to 10,000 USD annually. When it comes to private universities, the general MD program will range between 4,500 to 7,000 USD, and the USMD track will be 7,000 USD. When it comes to living expenses, it is again a very affordable country. So 5,000 to 7,000 USD is the range you are looking at. When it comes to deadlines and intakes, both private and public universities both have an October intake. And the application period for the October intake is May to August, and for March intake. So for Georgian universities, there are certain universities that have an October as well as a March intake. So if you are someone who is not looking for 2023 academic year of October intake, you can definitely get in touch with us and we can guide you through for the March intake, which will be starting from December to February. Moving forward, if you are looking at, say, post-study options or stay-back options in Georgia, then please do not worry. You definitely have the opportunity to practice in Georgia. You just have to clear the national medical exam, which is in the Georgian language, after which you will be able to practice in Georgia. Along with Georgia, if you are looking at international study options or international, say, residency options, you can definitely look into USA, UK, India. You just have to clear the licensing exam. For, say, US, you have the USMLE. For UK, you have the UKMLE. And to practice in India and study in India, you have the FMGE exam. So once you complete all of your exams, you will be able to either take forward your studies or you will be able to practice in those countries, as there is no issues with the recognition of the degree. The degree are recognized worldwide. So I would like to invite Ms. Sukanya back, and I would like her to take you through how OneApply by Gyanberry can help you with the application process to the universities. Over to you, Sukanya.
Thank you, Nikita. Thank you for all the important information on the admission requirements, documents required. The timeline which Ms. Nikita had informed is for the September 2023, because we want you to not miss out on this opportunity. But if you are precisely looking for Feb 2024 intake, you can always get in touch with us, and we can definitely share the timelines for that particular intake as well. Okay. Now coming to how OneApply can help you to apply to medical universities in Georgia, we will be providing you one-on-one counseling and profile assessment. As we understand that you all have different subjects, different curriculum, following different curriculum. So it is very difficult to generalize something which we have already done in the previous slides, which Ms. Nikita had taken you through. But that is not the end all of it when we are doing the application. So it is very important for us to assess your academic credential individually, depending on the subjects, depending on your curriculum, and which university you are interested in. So that will be taken care of by us. That is the first point. That is the first important point where we will come into the picture. Then from there, of course, application submission, PRO services for legalization and translation. We also provide, of course, admission decision. We want to give you the entire package. Like we want you to know that we are there from start until the end and you're enrolled at the university. So we will not leave you in between. We will give you the assistance in accommodation. When I mean accommodation, this is private accommodation. We also will help you in assisting and in the pickup from the airport, bank opening, SIM card, and residence permit as well. So as you can see, you can be relaxed and rest assured that once you register with OneApply, we will take you through the entire process and you do not have to worry about it. Now, coming to the SuperMentor, this is very interesting platform, which I'm sure a few of you are already aware. If not, please explore this platform. This is this has been initiated by OneApply by Gyanberry. So I'm sure whatever information you take it from us, all the details, you will not be satisfied until and unless you are hearing it from the students, the senior students who are currently residing there, who are currently going through the entire academic process, or who have gone through this whole change from leaving your country, home country, leaving the school, your parents' shelter, and going to the university, staying in a hostel. It is a huge jump. So I'm sure all the parents and students will be apprehensive. So nothing to be worried about. You can communicate, you can contact the students who are currently residing there, who had gone through us in the past, so that you can be rest assured that you are in the right hands. You are with us and we will not let you be alone. There are senior students who are also studying there who will be helping you. So you can avail this opportunity. You can avail this SuperMentor platform before you register with us, during your admission process, or let's say once you have finalized which university you want to proceed with, you can then also take this SuperMentor session. To continue with the SuperMentor session, you can see that we already have students who had gone through us and they are currently in the third year of the university. So when you communicate with them, they will actually give you the information about the academics, lifestyle, food, accommodation, everything. As you can see, there's a student, female student as well. So all the parents who of a female student, please do not worry. It is a very safe country and you will not face any issues or any challenges when the student goes there. As we conclude the webinar, I would first of all want to say thank you for joining in. After the session, please visit our website and go through all the blogs we have, all the tabs we have. It is a very student-friendly website. I'm sure you will have a lot more information about us, about the countries, about the students, about the program. So please go through our website. You can click www.gyanberry.com. Now coming to the registration process as well. Book an appointment with us. I'm sure after this you will have a lot more questions. precisely for your, I could see already, I could see a lot of questions coming in that I don't have this subject and that subject, which is very difficult for us to inform you right now. So that's the reason we request you to please book an appointment with us, and one of our senior counselors will help you to, give you all the information, to guide you through, to help you to select the right university, and help you to make the right choice. So please book an appointment. Do not delay. We are already in the month of May. If you're looking for September 2023 intake, do not waste any more time and just book an appointment with us. We have free counseling sessions for all the students who are currently in grade 12 or who have already graduated right now. In 2023, they have graduated grade 12. Please connect with us as soon as possible. You can also communicate with us through these modes of communication. So we have email, we have calls and WhatsApp. So your queries will not be unanswered. You can contact us on info@gyanberry.com through email. You can call us on this number and WhatsApp us as well. During our office working hours, we will definitely be happy to assist you.